All right, episode 4. Here we go. I guess
wow.
so. It's just gonna kind of be our final thoughts on the election before it's over. And as most people have probably noticed by now, the picture I'm using, just the Trump train rolling into Washington, destroying all the Zionist puppets and Soros, and I'm like, whatever. It's just meant to trigger people as big as possible.
That's all you do. That's
It's
all we
it's the
fucking do here, Ryan.
it's the funnest, it's the most fun thing to do. But
Yeah, about to say the funnest thing.
it's the most fun thing ever. But
What I thought.
I think probably a good place to start is we should all probably just say like what if we're just gonna pick one reason why we're all voting Trump and then one reason why you shouldn't vote for Hillary. I think we should all do that
All right.
on our own. So I'll start it off. So like the one reason I want Trump is because he is just a big fuck you to the establishment. I mean, the original reason I was pro Bernie was just because he was just anti-establishment. He's like, we're gonna break up the banks, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna make college free, all this crap, and I
It
did
just
never.
so happened that he was missing some vertebrae, so he was unable of standing under his own power.
Exactly, and he gave in, and then I was like, well, fuck this guy. I'm gonna go to where's the other anti-establishment candidate? Oh, there he is. He's
The mangerine.
the major exactly. And then I think the one reason that I could probably never vote Hillary in any circumstance is just her open contempt for just free speech in general. It's just contemptible.
It's insulting.
It's like I mean, come on. This is how you find the truth. You don't find the truth by making rules and telling people what they can and can't say. You find the truth by letting everyone say everything, and then the truth will always win.
Precisely. So it's like, can you hear that?
What? The people talking in the background?
Yeah, okay. Is it how loud is it?
Oh, so it's probably just. Oh, they'll shut up probably.
Huh?
They'll probably shut up. Casey had to go to the bathroom. He took off. But what's your two reasons? Like reason
Why-
to vote Trump and reason to vote
Why?
Hillary.
Because Hillary is one of the most fucking corrupt individuals I have ever had the displeasure of sharing a plane of existence with, Ryan. People don't seem to fucking realize this is just a continuation of Clinton. Scandal after scandal followed Bill Clinton. So why would you want his wife? And what makes you think she's competent? That's what baffles me. Like, you have Casey Neistat basically taking those Hillary shekels to shill out for fucking Hillary Clinton. And I'm like, he lists the point of saying she's intelligent. She knows what she's doing. She's experienced. But what
But
the
does
fuck
she?
is,
But is she?
what the
Or
fuck
does
has
she?
she done? Like, that's what I don't understand. Nothing she's done has pointed to that being the case.
Exactly. And
I mean, she's the person that unironically said in a meeting to I think it was members of her super PAC the board, the cabinet, members of the cabinet. Can't we just drone him in reference to Julian Assange?
It's
What?
like people assume she was joking, but do you really think she was?
She wasn't joking. She was serious. Like, that's the thing. Everyone was laughing, and then they all shut up when they realized she was being serious. First of all, Hillary, I don't know if you understand this, but in the game of geopolitics, you don't go around droning people. Especially, you don't go droning people that are on Five Eyes territory. That in an embassy, and the man is residing in an embassy that is a third party anyway. So so not only you're droning British territory, you're droning Ecuadorian territory because it's the embassy.
And you're just so obviously trying to kill a political opponent.
Like, we all know you killed Seth Rich. I mean, anyone with two fucking neurons to rub together can see that. But
It isn't proven, but
It
it's
isn't
more than
proven.
likely.
it isn't proven. But you have to stop and realize what is like from these leaks, right?
And just from how many times this has happened.
Precisely, who stands to gain from it? Right.
Exactly.
So,
Well, okay, so I guess that's your reason to not vote Clinton. So why vote Trump?
why vote Trump? He's an unpredictable baboon, and that is reason of itself to vote for him. You already said it. He's the big fuck you to the establishment. I vote for him because he's an unpredictable baboon, and I want to see what the fuck happens.
You want to see what
It's handing a match to a monkey inside of a nitroglycerin plant just to see what fucking happens.
It's not necessarily wrong, but the
And
thing is, there is the chance that the monkey might just drop the match and not care about it,
Drop the.
just
but
not
if
even
it-
not light it, not do anything.
If the whole place doesn't explode, that's fine. If it does explode, well,
We
oh
tried.
well.
We tried.
We fucking tried.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. So Casey. So what's your what do you think is your one reason if you had to go one reason each? One reason to vote Trump. One reason to not vote Clinton.
Well, simply put, my whole thing on Trump. Well, one of the biggest things, and you know me because I own firearms. Is Trump is definitely pro firearms. That's one of my main reasons for him because he elects the next couple Supreme Court justices, and if they are not in favor of firearms, we could be seeing greater restriction on firearms in the future. And that's my main reason why I'm pro-Trump, because firearms.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing because I mean, as much as certain people don't really want to admit this, but what safeguards the First Amendment? I mean,
Lead.
Lead.
yeah, we just take the First Amendment and we put up a lead wall. We say if
That's
you want,
not what I meant, but okay.
well, no, a wall of a lead wall, like
Oh, bullet hell.
exactly. That's what. Oh, god damn it, Elliot.
Just god damn it, Ryan.
Just god damn it. Just
No,
god damn
well,
it,
you
me
said a
and-
wall. I'm like, okay.
Just god damn it me, god damn it you, just god damn
Fuck
everybody.
you all. That's all I have
Fuck
to say. Just
everything.
fuck you all.
But here's the other thing. Like, I think probably the most interesting thing about just the last year, the more like I said earlier, I think it was last night or something like that. I gauge how crazy the world is going by how often Alex Jones is right.
It's not a bad measure either, because
The more right he becomes, obviously crazier than more fucked the world is gonna get.
Like, Alex Jones. That man is 2 neurons short of a brain scan. And it's just like, how are you right about these things? But all means, you should be wrong as fuck.
Wrong. He should be wrong
But
about
you're not.
everything,
That's
but he's
what-
not.
That's what concerns me greatly, and I'm like, okay, this man shouldn't be right, but he is right. Something's fucked up here. He's the crazy man shouting about, chemicals in the water turning the frogs gay. But he's right about
Exactly.
something, and that's what makes it dangerous.
And he's also the one who talks about taking a direct stab in the sons of bitches' hearts and then keep running a knife in there like this. He's the guy who looks like he's gonna reel over of a heart attack any second.
He probably will, like in the middle of a show, he'll just die of a heart attack, and he'll be like, well, shit, guys.
Yeah.
I want to fuck bitches. I want to get ass.
Answer.
AskCancer.leb.
I like to eat.
I like to fight.
I like to fuck. He's just such an
He's a
entertaining
gem of interest.
an entertaining individual.
Yep.
But I think what we should do now though is we should kind of retrace the road that got us to this point. So let's back up. I want to start way back when.
When Bernie had the primary stone.
No, I want to start even before that.
We're going to the beginning of time.
Yes, we're going all the way back to the. We're going back, way back.
Go back.
Okay, no. So, but so I want to start. So, 2014. I think 2014 will forever be known as the year the shit went down, and the social
The shit's
justice.
still going down. It's like watching a slow motion shit avalanche.
Yeah, but for 2014 was the year when the one rock got just moved ever so slightly by some idiot.
This was the invasion of Syria, correct?
No, this was when the social justice warriors started coming out of the woodwork. It kind
Oh.
of started in 2013, but 2014 was the year it really took off.
Oh, my fifis.jpg.
Yeah, that 2014 was the year it really took
We're
off.
using .jpg because the quality is already shitty enough.
Well, okay. So basically, so we'll start 2014. 2014, the social justice starts coming out of the woodwork and starts making itself known. And I think what happened was, I mean, the enterprising left always, I mean, at least in its current form now, always trying to say, okay, how can we, how can we name call people and stop them from saying things we don't like?
You're racist.
And when you have a whole bunch of idiot college students who just stand up and are like, I don't want to listen to this person because he offends me.
He triggers me.
Exactly.
Keep your hate speech off our campus.
Oh my God, guns are so scary because they're black.
They're big, black, and scary.
Exactly.
Yep. Yes, it's just like, we should ban assault weapons. Why? Because they kill people.
And
No,
of course,
it's because they're black, obviously.
Elliot, pure coincidence.
Pure coincidence. It was all the Jews. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Of course, it wasn't. But I do think it's important to start in 2014 though, because that's when the year when it all, when I think at least I started noticing it coming out, and then, we'll think about this like I liked Obama in 2008. I liked him in 2012, and I don't know about you, Casey, but Elliot, I assume, did you feel the same?
Okay, 2008 Obama is an Obama you vote for. You vote. He was a candidate I would support. Like, if 2008 Obama was running for in 2016, I would vote for him. 2012 Obama, fuck no. The only reason he got that second term was because he was going against Mitt Romney. The whole 47% thing where he just casually insults half the American populace.
Exactly.
He did the same thing Clinton did, and it's like, don't insult the voter base. That's not how you win. That's how you lose.
Indeed.
But Mitt Romney was kind of a fuckboy. So, of course, he wasn't going to win.
Well,
The Republican Party...
Mitt Romney, I think what happened was he wanted it so bad that he pandered to everyone. And then, I mean, even for a politician, his flip-flopping just is astounding. Because he would say my favorite example of this is I don't remember who said that. Maybe it was... okay, I did kind of like Maher at the time, and I think what he said was, this is a man who doesn't say anything that he can't take back in the second half of the sentence. And he pointed out that one time he said, we may make mistakes as a country and apologize for, and we'll say we're sorry, but apologizing for America is something I will never do. And I mean, granted, you can kind of see how the interpretation is wrong, because I think I know what he meant now, but at the time I remember looking at that going, yeah, no, we can't have this guy. He's flip-flopping on everything.
Pancake tier, boys.
Exactly. But that's at the time. But I mean, but then of course, so 2014. That's when the social justice arrives. Left says, "Oh, these can be our useful idiots."
Useful idiots.
And then,
they're not wrong.
Well, they must have, because 2015 comes around, and that's when all the real triggering starts. And
keep your hate speech off our campus. The whole feels over reals shit. It's like, what are you doing?
Exactly. Well, it was the year that that video came out with the college student yelling at a professor like, who hired you? This isn't a school. This is a home. Or this isn't a thing. This is that. And I think it was something like that.
Just people that. Hold on. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like people that do that just have a disconnect with reality, and it's like, oh, we're gonna pursue it. You had the radical feminist. I hate all men. All men are pigs. Pursue. What was it? Fucking women's studies degree, and then you proceed to, and then you just casually wait for reality to hit them over the head like Negan did Glenn in The Walking Dead.
Exactly. Oh no! Oh, you spoiled it.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Well, spoiler
It's the
alert.
first episode. It's
I
been
know.
out for fucking ever. People have seen it.
I know they have. I'm joking.
I know. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, but
Yeah.
what I think what's important to point out, especially with regards to the likes of feminism, is because I think feminism got a little crazy and
A little.
No. Well, I mean the craziest part.
It went so hard it capsized. That movement capsized.
Well, I know because I think Gamergate was the first instance where you had a group of people openly say "fuck you" to them, and they'd never had that before. So up until that point, they'd basically had free reign in the media and in politics and in any kind of social circles. And then when all of a sudden, basically most of the gamers just stand up and go, "Fuck you, get out of our games." I think what that did, I think it triggered them. But the thing is, their response, if they wanted to keep their movement alive for any indefinite length of time, would have been to, okay, don't instantly call most gamers misogynistic and racist idiots.
Yeah, don't do that. You don't win support that way because
Yeah.
everyone plays video games now.
Exactly. Like you don't call them that, and and then I think when they did that, because then once you start doing that, then you get ever and ever more hysterical, and then of course you have Ferguson, Missouri, and then,
Oh, Lordy.
and then Black Lives Matter gets started. Well,
To be fair, Black Lives Matter was also a plant. I
well,
mean,
of course it was.
it started off with good intentions and then it was corrupted.
Yeah, because you got a whole bunch of people who are willing to do whatever now, and then, granted, your old guard who started it, they get pushed out because, well, you gotta
They're
go
too
with the
nice.
money.
They're too nice.
You gotta go with the money. You gotta go with the money.
Those
It's
shekel-
all about the Benjamins.
the power of the
Yeah.
shekel. That wonderful silver coin.
Exactly. Well,
The shekel.
yeah, I mean, it's totally a coincidence that one of those guys in that picture, Soros, is funding them.
Totally a coincidence, right?
Totally coincidence.
I think this is one instance where we could say the Jews are in fact behind this. Like, legitimately say this.
Well, a Jew.
A Jew.
A Jew is behind
It's a
this.
stretch. It's a joke that is also a stretch, but is a singular Jew.
Yes,
Like,
a
it's like he's the man behind
one.
a single Jew.
Yeah, just like Jesus, a single Jew was behind this.
A single Jew.
Yep.
Yeah.
But okay. But so then you have Black Lives Matter get started, and okay, well, whatever. And then pretty soon, I think by the end of 2015, that's when I think the whole idea of intersectionality starts, and the idea that our lives are shit for multiple reasons.
Like, it's,
Like maybe I'm a transgender black, but I'm actually white. Other kin. Amalgamation of hideousness. I don't know. Dyke.
Lord, I just.
I don't
oh,
know.
Thank God you didn't say that in my room.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Like one of my Rude's best friend is like that, and I'm like, shit.
Well, the thing is like, okay, so what? Even if you are all those things, like, what's your problem? Like,
Mental illness.
well, yes, it is your problem, but that's a whole different story. No, that's the other kid. That's other kid.
I know, but then
They've got issues, but see, you've got the whole idea of intersectionality coming out, where it's basically we got to get everyone together, and our lives are all shit for multiple reasons, and so on and so forth. But the funny thing is so they gave the gays they let the gays get married. Well, then what happens to the gays? Well, after a little while, I think mainly after Orlando, they realized, the left doesn't have our back anymore. At all.
They really got your back.
Because the thing is, what happened after Orlando? You know, what should have happened is everyone should have said, "Oh my gosh, we're sorry."
Muslims are rated higher on the oppression charts. They rank over gays.
And I mean,
in
gays
terms
are
of
now towards
oppression.
gays are now towards the bottom. I mean, hell, look
Yes.
at Milo. People will still call him what is it, like a race mixing kike fag or something like that. It's like, come on, guys, why would you call him this? Like,
Milo. Okay, so it is true. Milo does love delicious black cock, but that is no excuse to use ad hominem attacks.
exactly, because that's the funny thing. Why I always say you have what I say, like in video, when we play online and someone's like, saying to me, "Oh, you suck at this, suck at that," blah blah blah, and I was like, "You have resorted to ad hominem. I win."
Yep. It's like
the thing is, just take comfort whenever your enemies resort to ad hominem attacks. Just just rest in the knowledge, knowing that they have basically admitted that you're right and I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so then you got 2015 and intersectionality and all that crap, and then Hillary starts her bid and starts fighting with Bernie Sanders over this stuff. And meanwhile, Trump is just obliterating anyone who stands.
Trump is just at this
God
point-
damn it! What are you doing, Casey?
What the fuck
never mind.
The fuck are you doing that? You're on mic, dude.
Casey, what are you doing? You open up like the biggest bag of chips in the universe?
Oh, I was moving some stuff around.
Goddamn. Okay.
That was loud.
So it's like, so that's the thing though. The GOP, right? GOP were how do I word this? The GOP were capable of putting forth like qualified candidates. Case in point, Sleepy Doctor Ben Carson. He would have made a great president.
Or even Rubio.
No.
Maybe. I said even Rubio, maybe. I'll
The thing about
maybe.
Rubio is bought by Wall Street, but I don't think he was corrupt.
Well, and private prison. That was the big.
Oh, yeah.
That was the big one for me. I didn't like that idea.
Yeah, private prison's a terrible idea, but like
Not Ted
all the-
Cruz because he's the Zodiac killer.
He's the Zodiac killer, and Ted Cruz is religious too. So I mean, that's not happening, mate.
Indeed.
Jeb is a big fat man.
Jeb is a mama's boy. I want to please my mama.
I want to fix what my brother screwed up.
I want to be the other Bush that gets in office.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
then we'd have another dynasty, and we can't have that.
no, we can't. We can't have that.
No, we won't have another Clinton. We won't have another Bush.
Yeah. Let's see here. And then, honestly, Ben Carson, the only reason he didn't get the support he did was people. Here's the good reason why Trump is doing so well. He's a moron. But the voters appeal to him. Like, a lot of people will vote for him because they understand him. They understand he's a moron.
Well, also the thing is, I think he does legitimately understand like what people's grievances are, especially in this day and age.
I know, but it's like, how do I put this? Ben Carson, people couldn't relate to because he was a black man that was a neurosurgeon. Now,
Yeah, there's not many of those.
so it's like, holy shit.
Well, also, yeah, even when you listen to him talk, like I listened to him talk for a while, and I was just like, he's just so boring. Like he's
He's
so
called Sleepy
boring.
Doc
He just
for a reason.
yeah, sleepy doctor. Like
He would be extremely qualified. It's just, yeah, he's boring, but he would be qualified.
he'd be well, the thing is, he's qualified, but he's boring. He would never have been able to drum up the support that Trump has. I legitimately don't think he would have been able to.
No.
Because the funny thing is like, I mean, he probably would have he might have gotten the black vote, but then again, I mean,
No, the blacks have been chained to the Democratic plantation, so
exactly.
have to
he
win.
might have gotten it, but the thing is, the Democrats would have probably just pointed at him and like thrown out a few ads or gotten a few people to say, "Oh, he's not really black. Oh, he's like Casey, stop it. He's like a oh yeah, he's an Oreo. He's white on the inside, black on the outside, and they'll just throw the worst sort of racist insults at him.
He's an Uncle Tom.
Exactly.
and before nigger.
Exactly. They'll throw everything at him, and then just be like, and then look at based Hillary because Bernie was never gonna win.
Bernie was controlled opposition. Bernie was
Exactly.
Bernie. The fuck.
And then
He
look
had
at this woman, and like here's another
She
thing.
has a vagina.
They're-
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I think probably the
Strategy.
best. Okay, you got us there.
Okay, that was good.
Okay, but I think probably one thing that has always really confused me, and I thought about going to this. I don't know if it's still on, but at Central there's going to be a presentation. I think it's called like the Year Feminism Won by some person. And it's going to be like, will feminism win with the first female president and yada 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 tho. And I'm sitting here looking at this like, no, feminism will have won when a woman is elected based on her merits and not based on the fact that she has a vagina.
Oh baby,
But saying that makes me sexist, so I mean I don't know.
sexist pig. No, you need to go in there with a female friend, right, to back you up when you say that, and make sure you have a black man just as insurance.
And then a
Exactly. So
gay man
that's
as well.
why if we ever did like a panel, I'd bring you, I'd bring Casey, I'd bring my friend Stephanie, I'd bring Chris. I've literally got the entire oppression spectrum right next to me.
The oppression spectrum.
I've got a gay guy, I've got a black man, I've got an Asian, I've got a woman, I've got everything.
You're missing a Mexican in there, but we'll make do.
I'll just grab Chris Aridia and give him a script.
Just give him some food or something, or some weed.
I'll give him a lot of weed.
What?
I'll just give him a bale of weed.
Just get a bale of weed. Just give him a bale of weed. He'll be good.
I don't know. We do need to piss people off by finding a Mexican who agrees with us.
It's funny because they get pissed off over irrational things. Like, it's just like, why? They don't think clearly. They think with their feelings, and I'm like, okay, I understand voting is like feelings as well as logic and reasoning, but like, come on. It's also kind of why I oppose James, because he's like, oh, I'm gonna vote for Gary Johnson because rational logic, and I'm like, but what's Aleppo?
Exactly. But what's Aleppo? I mean, like, look, like, we all kind of know this. Like, I'll even admit it. Like, I've even said I'm hesitant Trump supporter, but, like, the thing is
You're
I really
reticent.
don't even hesitant.
I said reticent.
Reticent?
It's a synonym.
Okay. I was like,
I'm educated, damn it.
I'm educated too, but my words all have to do with science. So, I don't know.
Enthalpy.
Whatever.
Shut the fuck up, Casey.
Whatever. Okay, but I think one thing I wanna talk about is just the So now we've kind of talked about what culturally happened, but let's talk about primaries for a second. And I'll start with the Republicans because, at the beginning, what did we have, like 17 candidates or something like that?
I don't remember. The only candidates I remember are Marco Robo Rubio, Ted the Zodiac Killer Cruz, Donald Build the Wall Trump.
John Kasich.
He doesn't have a nickname. He didn't do it.
That's the thing. He's unmemorable.
He's unmemorable. Like,
And then Jeb fucking Mess Bush.
no, Jeb Mama's Boy Bush.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that one's better. Jeb
Okay.
Mama's Boy Bush.
Yeah.
Ben Sleepy Doc Carson, or Ben the other black man.
And then Carly Fiorina.
Who?
She was a woman in it for a little.
I don't remember her. She didn't do anything of note.
Exactly. I mean, like, can you really do anything of note next to Trump? I mean,
Okay, you're competing against a flaming mangerine. Like, that man draws so much attention to himself that it's impossible. You just can't.
well, that's probably his greatest strength.
That's his strength. Like, see, people say, "Oh, Trump needs to shut up," and it's like, no, Trump needs to not shut up, because the thing about him, he says some of the stupidest shit, but he's noticeable.
The thing is noticeable, and the way he talks, and some of the things he
Bigly.
says. Yeah, exactly. Well, it just draws people to listen to him, and it's like if you want to beat like we could. I mean, if we were gonna straight up tell the left, how do you beat Trump? Don't listen to him. Like, don't give him coverage, or even if you do, make sure it's fair coverage. Because the thing is, he's been playing on the fact that the media is biased against him from the beginning. And that's why when CNN tries to throw
Okay, to be fair, if you want someone to beat Trump, you should have put Bernie up there.
well, exactly,
Bernie
'cause-
could have wiped the floor with Trump, because here's the thing, right? Trump only got the support he did because Bernie died. Bernie was like, he came off as kind of a socialist commie Jew, but Bernie had some pretty damn good policies, if some of them were poorly thought out.
yeah, at least
he
the
was-
ideas in principle were good.
He was honest, right? Bernie was honest. He had no vertebrae. He was missing a spine. He needed a C12 vertebrae transplant, and someone needs to let him out of the cuck shed. But he was honest. So Trump wouldn't have gotten anywhere close to even taking off if they had Bernie.
Well, then, of course, if they had the two of them, or even if it was like, I think probably the best lineup would have been like Bernie versus either Kasich or like Rubio or something. Just because then we could have had like a legitimate discussion about policy and about culture and about
Not this I hate Trump or I hate Hillary. Like, doesn't really.
It could.
r/politics right now.
I hate Donald Trump.
Exactly.
He raped my dog and shot my parents.
Oh, I would have thought it would be the other way around, but okay.
Okay.
Uh,
That got weird.
yeah, that did get a little weird, but
that got really fucking weird.
It did.
Okay, but you get the idea. It's like, the thing is, if Bernie was running against Trump right now, Bernie would just wipe the floor with him. But Bernie had his primary stolen from him by.
and that's just horrible. Like, I think the Republicans deserve to burn for the simple reason that they've like legitimately forgotten like what it means to be a proper conservative at this point. I mean, like, you know what Monterelli has said. Like, I want them to be like him. But
Yes.
they've forgotten how to do it.
Like, abandon the religious right that does nothing for you, and just become a true conservative, not this weird neoliberal bullshit that they're doing.
Exactly.
Actually embrace classical economics, not neoliberal economics.
No, I mean you
Yeah.
can you can embrace laissez-faire, just not Reaganomics.
God, like Reagan, he was a decent president except for Reaganomics. Like that's what got us in a lot of this situation, in this fucking mess in the first place.
Yeah.
Supply side economics doesn't work simply because I don't know two things: inflation and humans are assholes.
Exactly.
So,
Well, I
like,
mean, well, this thing is, I think all things considered, I don't really think the government should have a huge influence. I mean, they should make the rules and they should enforce the rules. But at the end of the day, I don't think they should overly favor one side or the other.
precisely. But that's what politics has kind of devolved into now, hasn't it?
Exactly. Like I said, if we'd had Bernie versus basically anyone but Cruz or Trump, it could have been like a legitimate like discussion of how best to run the country and how best to do these things. But instead, Hillary decided, oh, you know what, I want to win this so bad that
I
I'm just
want to win. It's my turn.
yeah.
Like, really? Like, are you fucking serious right now? First of all, the country doesn't want another fucking Clinton, anyone with their head on their shoulders. We know what happened with Bill. You're just a repeat of Bill.
Exactly.
Except
we're
worse.
gonna find out that I mean, by the fourth year of your term, there's gonna be a scandal about how some aide got asked into your office to do some stuff for you, and then ended up with her head between her legs, and then just was like, well, what's going on here? And then it's a repeat of Bill, literally.
Female Bill. Oh, God.
Yeah, don't even change the gender of the person that he
Oh.
asked into his office. Just like say, whatever.
Head between her legs. Oh, no.
I know it's a dark place down there.
Oh, I did need a picture of that, man.
It's a
Fuck
dark,
shit.
dangerous
Just
place.
wrinkly and old and, like, fucking filled with cobwebs.
I mean,
and shit.
if Clinton
Bill
is so
doesn't-
think about this, if Bill Clinton is so desperate to not put it there, I mean, something's wrong, mate.
Yeah, like,
If he's so desperate to put it in other women,
it's just fucking Bill, fucking bimbo dicking Bill. He's just anyone but even he is never Hillary.
yeah. You see him sitting next to his stepdaughter. Such a beautiful thing.
No, you mean his wife's daughter.
Yeah, his stepdaughter.
Well then, that's Chelsea, correct?
Yeah.
And then you have his black son that's like, yo, what up?
Yo, what do?
What do? My dad was like, yo, I'm not raising a black child.
Exactly. Cause I'm secretly racist. I don't know. Well, maybe not.
No, that's actually pretty apt. He like golfs in an all-white country club in the 90s. Does the whole, oh, make America great again. You Southern boys know what that means. I'm like, Bill, enough with the coded racism. We're well aware of what you mean, you stupid cunt.
Exactly. I think, and I do kind of agree with Milo. This is kind of the first election. I mean, the one good thing about the Hillary versus Trump, though, that it has brought to the forefront is the fact that it's basically cultural authoritarians versus the cultural libertarians. The people, the moral busybodies versus, sane people.
Mm-hmm.
The people who want to tell you, that you're evil and just because of who you are, and the people who are like, I don't really care about this. And it is and I am kind of glad we needed to talk about it sooner or later because I mean, we needed to talk about it before. Well, I mean, I didn't think it came soon enough because I mean, once some of Black Lives Matters people were like, we want segregated housing on campus and we want segregated schools, and it's like, well, it's almost like you're like the poster child for the KKK.
The black KKK.
I mean, it's
Separate. Isn't that? I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, Casey, you can convince if a person isn't thinking rationally, you can convince them that something that will hurt them will actually help them. So something. It's just
My
kind of disappointing.
tendies.
My tendies.
My tendies. You having some chicken tendies over there?
Maybe.
Nice.
How delicious are those fucking tendies?
Yeah, pretty okay.
Okay. Well, I think we could probably sum up the this whole clashing of ideas.
Is let the tendies hit the floor.
Yep.
God damn that song. Every single YouTube video, like for like 2 years, it was either
Just. Oh god.
Oh my god.
It was horrifying, but it was funny at the same time. Okay. Yeah. I think probably the best way to describe this whole clashing of ideas, but basically what started in like 2014 and what built up till now, or whenever Gamergate was, that which exposed the feminists. Then you had Black Lives Matter, and then you have all these other subdivisions of oppressed people, but they're not actually oppressed, who want to like oppress the straight white men, and even like people like Elliot and Casey, just because you think differently than you're supposed to.
Just free thought is one of the most dangerous things on the fucking planet, right?
Indeed. But you know what? That's what we're up against. So literally, it could all be described as this.
Figuratively.
Yes, figuratively. I apologize. This
Right,
whole
that's
lead
right,
up,
motherfucker. You better.
this whole lead up, could be described by one simple sentence.
What the fuck is going on?
Pretty much. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, but I'd have to agree with you there. I mean, I really, if Alex Jones is right one more time, I'm gonna flip out.
what the heck? What the heck?
Like, every time he's right, I face palm myself, look out my window, and wonder, is this what's actually happening to the world? Well, I think that's about as good as place anywhere to end it. All right, America, it is your choice. If Trump wins, we survive for another 4 years. If
Remember, folks, he's a monkey in a nitroglycerin factory. Anything can happen, so why not vote for him?
and Hillary.
You know she's corrupt, so there's no reason to.
Well, I mean,
candidate.
if Trump's a monkey in a nitroglycerin factory, I think Hillary is an old lady with her finger on the go to war with Russia button.
A finger getting ready to turn the key. Like why would everyone knows that let's make a no-fly zone. All the fucking generals are like, you realize that's
Let's not do this.
Let's not do that. The generals are like, let's not do this. This is retarded. This is a retarded reason to go to war.
Yeah. Well, it's your choice, America. Have fun choosing it, and we'll see you on the other side.